Welcome to the next episode of Manrina's Mentorship podcast. I'm very excited to introduce Dr. Guto Griffiths. He's one of my mentees. He's been on my Designing Smiles course and he is an excellent dentist. And I'm actually really interested in hearing your story. Hello, Guto.
Hi, Marina.
I feel like I've known you over these years, but I don't really know you. I know you have a beautiful wife and children, and I know that work-life balance is really important to you. I think it's particularly important to you, and I think that's something that I really admire about you, the way that you hold your boundaries around it. And I think that might be something interesting to explore as we go through this conversation. But what I'd like to do is start right at the beginning with baby Guto and where you were born and how that kind of journey led from birth to dental school.
Yeah, we can start there. So I was born in a town kind of in southwest Wales called Carmarthen, and then I've kind of born and bred in a coastal town called Tenby, and yeah, found myself back there now 30 odd years later. So
coastal?
Yeah.
So you're on the beach?
By the beach,
what?
Yeah, by the sea.
That is living the dream, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's a different way of life to London. Very quiet.
It's definitely my dream. I'm like, one day I'm going to live on the coast, like next to the water. Do you do water sports? Do you have...
Yeah, so growing up, we kind of, did lots on the water, a little bit of surfing and water skiing.
Wow.
But rugby was my main kind of hobby. Being Welsh, it's got to be.
Yes.
If you don't play rugby in Wales, something's wrong, I think.
Yeah, you guys are known for it.
Yeah, so that was kind of a passion. And yeah, Tenby's lovely. It's been in a lot of articles recently as well. So it's gained a lot of kind of traction for a holiday kind of seaside resort.
Because it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it is to be fair. And it's funny because I don't think I appreciate it.
Yeah, you don't, because you live there and you see it every day.
Yeah.
I did a tour of the South Welsh coast one year, like wild camping and staying at different beaches, and I was just amazed. I was like, this is more beautiful than Portugal or Spain or even, Italy, like these locations that we go to that we make an effort to fly out and go to on holiday. But those beaches in South Wales are really something. And I definitely looked when I got back at property in the area and thought, why would you not live here, rather than living in central London?
I think we always say if you have a little bit of nicer weather or just kind of 3-4 weeks a year where you knew it was going to be sunshine, you wouldn't literally go anywhere else.
No, it's the dream.
I think you only go abroad for the weather. But yeah, no, very clean beaches. We're very lucky. Yeah. Still untouched. Little part of the world that is untouched.
Yes.
And there's not many left.
Yeah, so true. And lovely people.
Yeah, we are quite... I'd like to think we're very
friendly
welcoming.
Yeah, definitely. So you live there and you went to school around there. And then how did you end up deciding to become a dentist?
So, yeah, it's a funny one, really. Just kind of went to school in... Welsh is my first language. So did all the studies through science, through medium of Welsh. And then... Yeah, so it was a bit of a transition. In sixth form, doing it in Welsh and then kind of going to university. Really?
So you're taught in Welsh?
Yeah.
In Wales?
Yeah, everything's taught in Welsh.
Wow, but you have English classes to learn English separately?
Yes, yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And same like with my kids now and when I was growing up. So because it's our first language, which is fairly rare in Wales for it to be a whole family first language Welsh. I didn't speak English till I was 5.
Wow.
And my children now, Annie is 5 and she's only really just fluent now in English.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So, TV growing up, you didn't watch TV in English?
Yeah,
like cartoons?
A little bit, yeah, but there's also Welsh TV as well.
Wow.
It's got like S4C,
they dub it as well, maybe?
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Wow, it's like literally so wow, amazing.
So, yeah, that's kind of the Welsh part of it. And then I come from a family where there's a lot of doctors and medical background. My dad being a GP and my uncle, and then cousins as well. And then one of my cousins is a dentist, and we used to call him the black sheep of the family because he literally is the only dentist and the rest are medics.
Okay.
So
there's something in that appeal to you, being a black sheep?
I like doing something out of the ordinary and a bit different to everyone else.
Yeah.
So, yeah, kind of had a chat with him, and the way kind of think medicine has gone as well over the years. Yeah. It's very kind of grilling and hard on work-life balance, which you touched upon, and I kind of looked at that and took every information from my cousins, my dad, and core values to me are family and that balance of being present and around kind of, and I thought if I want to build that future, medicine maybe isn't the way forward.
And why do you think that was important to you even at that young age when you were making that decision? Because that would have been 16, 17.
Yeah.
So before you even met your wife, you knew that that was something that was going to be important to you.
So in theory, I'd already met my wife.
Oh, really? When did you meet her?
So in school, in secondary school. So
wow.
Yeah, we've been together since I was 17 and she was 15.
Wow.
Yeah, and she happens to be in the same year as my brother.
Wow.
So yeah, and then we kind of, we did. So on that note, we did.
You did
kind of
meet.
meet.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a very family guy.
I didn't plan to stay, and it wasn't going to be planned out this way. But
yeah, you didn't know at 17 you were going to marry her and be able to spend your whole life together. But that's amazing.
Yeah.
So where do you think that core value idea came from? Do you think it came? So that the work-life balance and keeping family as a priority. Did you see it in your parents?
Definitely, I think they were both role models, mum and dad.
Because being a GP. Well, I guess that gave your dad some work-life balance. Then what did your mum do?
So mum was a teacher and an advisory teacher as well.
Oh,
so she went around teaching teachers how to improve their teaching.
So teachers get really nice holidays. And so it's nice for a mum to be a teacher. My mum was a teacher as well. And it means that when you're on holiday, she's on holiday. And
yes, exactly,
good.
yeah. So spent a lot of time with her on family. And then dad, when he can, and he kind of, worked around... When rugby took off then with me and my brother, he would adjust his clinics and kind of...
to watch you.
Yeah, take time out and take us training, take us where we needed to. And I never forget, I was playing regional rugby at the time and there was a game and we were going skiing as a family. And dad was like, what do you want to do? And I said, well, I really want to play because I got an opportunity here. And he said, okay, fine. So I stayed home, the family went skiing, and then he flew back to watch me play and flew me back out to join the rest of the ski trip. So that's kind of something that, just little things like that. And
you were just so loved.
That's why
you're so loving. That's amazing. I feel like it's almost, when you talk to people, it's either because they don't feel like their parents had any time for them. And so now they're like, this is really important to me because my parents weren't around and I want to be around for my kids. Or they had such great role models that they're like, I know that works and that's what I want to do the same thing. And that's you. And how much better to be the latter than the former. So that's amazing.
Still a journey. I wouldn't say I'm perfect at all, but it's only, as long as you try, I feel that that's all we can do.
Well, what you water grows. So the first thing you have to do is to want it, to want to have that work-life balance. If you don't even want it, there's no chance. It's the same thing with exercise and eating well and all these things, isn't it? The first thing you've got to do is actually want to exercise and start trying to put it in your diary and make the effort with it. So you decided to become a dentist because you kind of felt like you should do something maybe medical because your family's quite medical, but you thought maybe not medicine and the work-life balance seemed better. Do you think you looked up to this cousin who was a dentist? Do you have a good relationship with them? Do you think...
definitely. He's I do look up to him and he's guided me throughout the years. It was quite funny because with sport, I'm very fidgety as well. I don't sit still. We talked about that. Hence why I'm moving around all the time. But... and that's where the practical element of dentistry kind of suits me really, really well. So I feel like I'm helping people, but I can move and I can kind of design smiles. And we kind of really enjoy that. So that went hand in hand. And that for me was a no-brainer then,
And how does rugby fit into that then? Did you play rugby at uni? Where did you go to uni?
So I went to Bristol then. Okay. University. Played a bit of rugby throughout the university period. It did come a point where I did reach a good standing in rugby. Yeah. But I had to make a choice really because I'd missed a lot of time with the university, missed a couple of exams, and at the time they weren't very supportive, and now they are kind of a whole person kind of approach. But back then it was, it wasn't that long ago. It was still, 13, 14 years ago, but it was very much now you either do these exams. Yeah. Or if you miss them because of your rugby, we can't guarantee you progress any further. Wow. So it's kind of given an ultimatum, which is a shame because nowadays you wouldn't do that, right? You just support that person throughout the journey. Yeah. Because I'm a big believer in you can always do both. Yeah. You don't have to be textbook, do that, do this. No, especially with dentistry, it allows us so much flexibility. That's the beauty of this profession. Exactly. Yeah, you can work part-time and so you can pursue other avenues, right? Yeah, other hobbies or other interests, yeah.
So, okay, so then rugby had to start winding down, or you still play rugby?
No, I haven't played rugby now. I got injured a few years ago.
Okay.
So dislocated the shoulder and damaged the rotator cuff.
Okay.
So, yeah, I could still play, but it was one of those where if you continue to play, you might dislocate it even further, and then it's kind of the career's on the line then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Am I going to recover from that? So.
And was there ever a choice between just pursuing rugby and going professional with rugby as opposed to dentistry?
There was a time, back at kind of 16, 17.
Yeah. You were doing, that's when you were doing your regionals. And,
yes, it was kind of, there was a glimpse, but it was very slim. So I knew that although I'm very good at putting a lot of effort into everything I do. I feel if I do it, and do it properly kind of thing, or I don't kind of do it, I'm that kind of person. I find it hard to enjoy things because I take it, my competitive element comes right out.
But maybe that's what you enjoy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if you did it another way, you wouldn't be enjoying it. So I think you are enjoying it in your own way.
So in a different way, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
I did say I like to be different.
Yeah, exactly. I think pushing to a state of like discomfort. It's like, this is really fun. I'm a bit like that, so I totally get it.
Yeah, exactly.
It wouldn't be fun being mediocre.
You got to push boundaries, right?
Yeah, push boundaries. Exactly. Just keep going. So that was university in Bristol.
Yeah.
And then when you graduated, did you have any idea about the sort of dentist that you wanted to be?
Not really, but one thing I was clear on is I really wanted to come home.
Yeah.
Home's I am a home bud. It's a big part of me.
Yeah.
And I feel it quite emotionally inside. I'm very big on feelings and gut instinct. And although people who know me would say that I'm quite reserved.
Yeah.
And I'm not an open book, but I do feel things, if that makes sense.
Which is nice.
So home was always
and as a man,
calling.
that's nice that you're aware of that, because that can be sometimes as females we're better at being in touch with our emotions. Traditionally. So I mean,
I think people don't talk about it enough either. You know, maybe that's that stigma with the men's side of it as well, that you don't want to show weakness. But home was always calling. It was always kind of, I had Bristol, the city life for 5 years, if you like.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to come home.
Do you have a group of friends at home, old school friends?
Yes, still in touch with them now, but though a couple have moved away, and one lives in Doha, still in good contact with him.
Wow.
A couple of boys still live at home.
And are you close? Do you talk to each other about what's happening in your lives?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think I'm that type of person who has a few friends, but have very strong relationship with those small group of people.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I was friends with many people and then lighter relationships. I'm kind of like, all or nothing kind of again.
Yeah.
So we do. And that kind of pulled me home, but the language pulled me home more.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Because I just really wanted to continue on if I started a family, which obviously we have now, to carry on the Welsh culture and the Welsh language within that. And that's really important to me.
And so what happened with your relationship while you were away at university? Because did she come to Bristol, or was it long distance?
So Ellen, kind of long distance, was Bristol and Cardiff. So she went to university in Cardiff. And we stayed together throughout then. Okay. And then she also was a no-brainer for her to come home. Yeah. And then it kind of, just went from there. Yeah,
she had 5 years away, and then it was time to come home. So then what happened? You came home, and then so was it like a DFT, VT, post? Yeah, so my cousin's wife used to work with a DFT trainer, or VT trainer as it was back then. Yeah. And so got in touch with him. I actually did a little bit of work experience, and Nick always said, look, come back, train with me, and I'll train you up. And he was doing a lot of implants at the time. Mm-hmm. And now he's doing a lot of kind of all on fours and kind of sinus lifts and all this kind of... Amazing. Too much for me, if I'm honest. Yeah. But very, very knowledgeable and experienced, and kind of, he trained me up to where I am now, really. And I owe him a lot of credit. Yeah. Along with a couple of his other colleagues as well. Because... it kind of showed me the way and showed me the path of where I am now. And I'm a firm believer in you need to be around somebody who is where you want to be. Yeah, definitely. And hopefully you can, even if 1% of what they know rubs off on you, that makes you a better person at the end of it, Yeah, I think we talked about it at our face-to-face day, and I was saying to everyone that I don't let things that other people say bother me. And then you were like, but how did you evolve to be that? And I was like, I need to think about it, because I think it's to do with my upbringing, and And then I did some research after that on how to teach it, because I was like, how do I want to help my mentees. How can I make them feel the same way that I feel? And the answer was, they just need to be around you, because they'll see how you handle things and they'll see how you see things, and they'll start doing it the same way. And I thought that's so interesting. I was like, is that literally how you teach? By people just being around the people that you want to emulate, and you just become like them? Is it catching? And apparently it is.
Fair enough.
I was like, so that's that. So that's what you were doing. You were being around people that you wanted to learn from, and then naturally you just picked up the way they do things, and you learnt. So you stayed there for how long with Nick?
So, in theory, I'm still there. Within the group. So, did the VT there, and then stayed on for 6 months, and then they had associate job in Carmarthen down the road.
Okay.
And I was there for about 3 years.
Okay.
And then I was good friends with a dentist who had a practice in Tenby, and got to know him. And unfortunately, over the years, there was talk that I was going to potentially, that might be something I could do, is move back to Tenby, my hometown, and work there. And then, really sad. He unfortunately passed away with a heart attack on Christmas Day out of the blue, and kind of...
Just now?
No, but it was about maybe, I'm not sure how long ago, maybe 5 to 8 years ago, so I can't remember.
How old was he?
He was in his early 50s.
Oh, no.
So that was quite a hard time for their family.
Yeah.
And then, the practice kind of, unfortunately, just had to shut down, because he was a single kind of dentist practice.
Did you not want to buy that?
I did.
Yes.
And I did look into it.
Yes.
At the time, I would have been probably 23, 24. So it might have been even...
Oh, so young.
Yeah, exactly.
So young.
So it might have even been, as long as 10 years ago. But,
wow.
And that was the problem.
Yeah.
Is that I was relatively newly qualified.
Yeah, that would have been a lot.
Looking
and
back...
single surgery.
Exactly.
Yeah,
where
you wouldn't have had your mentors, you wouldn't have had people to bounce off,
And I would have been very isolated very quickly at a young age.
Yeah.
And I think it would have made or break me. It was that scenario, and I thought it's potentially not the right time.
Yeah.
So I pivoted.
Okay.
And kind of went to the small group of the practices that Nick, Judge and Nelson own, who were my principals at the time. And I said, look, this is potentially an option. How do you feel about, you kind of taking it over, but I'll move down there and I'll run it, essentially.
Oh, wow. So you did move into the single surgery practice?
Yeah. So that's what happened 2 or 3 years later. We had to open it as a squat again, because time had gone by. But open it as a single surgery practice. There was a spare surgery there, but it was just me at the time, one nurse and a practice coordinator.
Wow.
And we built it up ever since, really.
Wow.
And that's where I am.
So you really are a practice principal, even though...
In a roundabout way.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. I mean, if you're the only dentist there and you opened it as a squat and you've built it up, then you may have the support of these other people with the finances. Would there be an opportunity to buy into it as a partner?
So things changed then. So it's been open now 8 years.
Yeah.
There's a third surgery been put in.
Okay, wow.
And there is a second dentist there.
Okay.
And potentially a third one starting in the near future as well, third dentist. So the practice has grown.
Okay.
It's also, at the time, about 3 years ago, the Bryntig then sold out to Today's Dental.
Okay.
So it has gone into the kind of corporate world now.
Yeah.
However, at the time, that was a very hard pill for me to swallow.
Yeah.
Because it's my baby.
Yeah.
And I really did believe that. And I believed that there was an opportunity for me.
Yeah.
But it didn't fall that way. And I understand why. Although it's a scar that will probably never leave me.
Yeah.
But...
so you put a bid in, but the corporate outbid you?
No, I didn't even know.
You didn't put a bid in?
No.
Okay,
it was... Fine. No, nothing like that. It was kind of... Yeah.
Okay.
So and then where we're at now is I'm clinical lead of that practice.
Okay.
And we're 3 years on, and the practice is still growing.
And so you work part-time?
Yes.
4 days a week?
4 days a week,
4 days a week. And then is your surgery used by someone else on the 5th day?
There's a couple of therapists now.
Yeah.
They are coming in, and I'm really utilising that. I was nervous at the start, but to be fair, we've got 2 really good therapists now, and most of the general dentistry I'm offloading now, and kind of I really want to hone in on my cosmetic dentistry because I just thrive off it.
Yeah.
I love the pressure.
Yeah.
I love the
pressure. Like the first thing, I love the pressure.
I do.
Yeah.
And I don't
Being honest about it.
I don't really see it as pressure anymore either.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of people, I can imagine, do. And I did at the start, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You know? It is sleepless nights at the start, but I feel...
You just got to go through that bit,
you've got to,
and then that's
exactly.
it, and then it's easier.
And as you know, like the more you do, the more
easier it becomes. Yeah.
And you're problem solving.
Yeah.
Because you can plan a case to the nth degree, but it's not always going to go the way you think it is.
Dealing with humans, yeah.
And I think the more experienced you become, the more you understand how to change people's perception and to help people.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's where I'm at the moment, really.
Wow.
In 2026.
Wow, that's interesting. That's the journey.
Yeah.
So along that way, when did you get married?
That's a good question.
You better know this, right, Ellen?
I better know this. Yeah, I do know. So we got married 7 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so on the 29th of December.
And how many children?
So we've got 3 children.
Yeah.
Annie, who's 5, Dea, who is 4, and Iago, who is 2.
Okay, amazing. And so they all speak Welsh.
Yes.
And now the oldest is just learning English.
Yeah, she is fluent now. She's in school. She's kind of full-time school, but in the Welsh medium. But yeah, she's picked up kind of English quite quickly.
Yeah.
Not from us, like we were discussing just now. Not from us speaking it.
No.
From telly.
Yeah.
Other people around kind of speaking to her.
Yeah.
And what I noticed, even at like 3 years old, all my kids will, if you speak English to them, they'll understand, but the chances are they'll answer back in Welsh.
Yeah.
Until they learn that kind of barrier of, they're confident to answer back. And kids are sponges, right? They learn everything.
Yeah. Wow.
So,
That's cool. Very nice.
Yeah.
And so along the way, we met on Designing Smiles, and I'm not going to ask you what year that was because we're not going to worry about it.
2-3 years.
Yeah. It was. I think if it was at this clinic, then it must have been before, after 2022, but maybe around one of the first ones here. I was feeling really proud that Designing Smiles is in its 7th year because it started in 2019, and I was like, we're at 2026. That's been running now for a little while. And how did that impact your practice? Attending Designing Smiles, how was it Designing Smiles for you at that stage?
So, honestly, it was a game changer. And that's not me kind of saying it because you're sitting here. I tell everyone this.
I drank coffee then, but you needed to capture my smile because I was like, as you were speaking.
I'm trying to be honest. It was bad timing. No, but no. Honestly, it was just literally a game changer because it just brings you on leaps and bounds and so quickly. I'm very much a visual learner. The way it's designed. 2 weekends, 4 days. You come in, you're so friendly and welcoming anyway.
Thank you.
And, it's a small kind of niche. I think there was maybe 5 or 6 here at the time.
Never more than 7.
And, it's the patients here, you see the patient journey start to finish. It's a lot to learn and it's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
But, just seeing the way it's done and like I said, being a visual learner, every step that you do from the mock-up kind of to the preps to the fits, I mirror.
Yeah,
amazing. And I'm very much a person who understands you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
No.
If somebody is successful and doing it
and it works
a way that works, why not just
take the protocol?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I do, and I can sit here today and say, literally, your protocol is
what you do.
What I do.
That's excellent. I love that. So many dentists are visual learners. I don't know why that is, but it's something about our personality type and people within this profession. But yeah, dentists, like I was trying to explain that to my team. I was like, you can buy a book for whatever, £120, or you can say to dentists, go on a course for whatever, £2,000-3,000, and they'd rather sit and watch someone, speak to them or show them something than read that book to learn it. And even more so, come and watch you. Like the amount of dentists that contact me all the time saying, can we come in, how much would it cost to just watch you for the day? Can I just watch you in clinic? And it's not something that we like to offer, but so many people want it because they just want to watch. And that's because that's how we learn by watching. I think that's something about our personality types. I think it's not just you, it's us as a profession.
And it probably makes sense, doesn't it? The way we kind of
watch and learn.
Yeah.
And then after that, a few years later, we got you contacted me and you joined the mentorship, and I was so excited to have you back. I feel like you kind of get to know you guys during Designing Smiles, and then when it finishes, you're kind of like, oh, then that's it.
Yeah.
Like, then there's like, we've got find the Facebook group where people can ask questions if they've got it, but you kind of want to keep in touch and you want to know what's going on and you want to see, help push through the rest of your career and see what's happening there. And so when you then come and join the mentorship, then for me, I'm like, excellent. Right now tell me everything. Yeah. What's going on and what can we do and where can we tweak and let's go and let's push and your successes become my successes. And that's all very exciting for me because it means I get loads of dopamine release from all the great things you guys do. So yeah, you contacted me to join the mentorship because for you it was time to push your career to the next level.
Yeah.
And where do you think that came from?
It was after Designing Smiles, really. I did a couple of courses which were Invisalign linked as well to kind of enhance my kind of knowledge there and then implement it in practice. But people I feel need to realise that takes time as well.
Yeah.
And I think we're too quick to go, right, we've gone on that course, we can just do this tomorrow.
Yeah.
You can in theory, but in practice, especially if you're a general dentist to start off with and you've got a full list and you've got to try and slowly change your diary.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing in the background, if I'm honest, is I started zoning my books and it started with decreasing my NHS list, becoming fully private 2 years ago.
Yes.
And then zoning it to a point where there are now in my book specific cosmetic consultation slots, prep slots, and it is down to the minute.
Yeah, lovely.
But that takes time.
It takes time.
And now I've implemented that. I feel I'm at a stage where I can utilise your knowledge even further and take it to another level.
We can help refine it and boost it. And what about your social media journey? Your social media content is excellent. So how is that? How do you do that? How has that evolved? How do you find the time to create that content that comes out?
Yeah, I think I started it I thought two or 3 years ago when, and if I'm totally honest, it was Jade and Jazz in work, the girls in work were like, you need to do this. This is kind of something that is the norm. Yeah. If you're not on Instagram as it is, you're not with it. And I thought, oh no, I'm not doing it because again, I'm quite shy kind of person in one respect. And I was reluctant. And it probably took me about 6 months before I thought, do you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's kind of start that Instagram page and see where it goes. And it's gained traction ever since, you know?
Yeah, and because you only do things excellently, that's why it's excellent. Yeah, and you're very good on camera. So there was I don't know if there is there a shyness there? Because it doesn't come across at all.
Yeah, definitely.
There is?
Yeah. For me to go in front of the camera to film, because if you look back through the history of the page, it was all just before and afters and there was not much me talking. And I think I just kind of reached out to a couple of other dentists who are on Instagram and kind of said, look, what do you feel? Should I be doing this? And everyone's just got, just do it.
Just do it.
And don't think about it.
Yeah.
And that's a big hurdle. But now, I wouldn't even...
We put too much pressure on ourselves as dentists.
Definitely.
And social media is not about that. It's just like, just do it. And if you don't like it later, you can archive it. Like, it doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. Yeah. Just get it out there and see what happens. And so you've got content coming through. Yeah,
I tend to kind of do batch filming. Which we talked about before, because it's just the way in my life, it's so busy with family life and work and clinic life, and I do schedule social media time, but it's kind of batch filming, and that'll take me through the next month. That's the best thing to do. And then move on, you know?
Yeah, amazing. So you've organised it. Every part of your life is getting organised into this beautiful creation of perfection. Yeah, I love it. Like, I'm all about that. I'm always about optimising. I said that to you guys in the mentorship, I think last night, or was it last night? Well, it's just optimise. I love optimising. I was like, if you want to optimise anything, let me know about it, because I've probably thought about it. You know, the way I've optimised even the mirror that I hold in front of my patient's face, and created a mirror on wheels because I didn't want to hold a mirror in front of a patient's face anymore. You know, everything has to be optimized, and so it's nice to meet a fellow optimizer.
Yeah, I'm on the same level there, definitely.
Yeah, so I can't believe how quickly this half an hour rushed by. I wish we that was like, I feel like we were 5 minutes in and I was like, oh, but I have questions. We'll probably have to do this again in another year or two. I do want to know what's next.
Okay.
What's next?
The next plan for me is to decrease my list again.
Yes.
And become essentially full-time cosmetic. I think I'm 3/4 of the way there now.
Yes.
But I need to just bite the bullet and increase social media presence.
Yes.
Which I find does help bring in consultations for me.
Definitely.
And I use that as a tool.
Definitely.
So I double down on that,
Yes.
as you keep telling me.
Yes.
And go from there. And the future is bright. Definitely staying with the academy. Because even in a couple of months, I kind of just the people who you surround yourself, they're amazing. Everyone on the academy is helpful. There's no kind of stigma. There's no competitiveness, which I've found hard over the last years, is where you do find some dentists will put you down because they see you as competition.
Definitely.
And I'm like, there's plenty of...
Why does that happen in our
I
profession?
don't know.
It's so sad. And there definitely won't even be an inkling of that in the academy or in the mentorship.
And that's lush. That's just a place I want to be.
Yeah, nice. So one bit of advice for our listeners, if you could think of just, it doesn't have to be the bit, anything that comes to mind. There's so much that you've got to offer. Can you pick one bit from that and maybe share it?
I think from a dentistry perspective, I would say definitely kind of once graduating, get a bit of experience, find out what you like, what you don't like in dentistry.
Yeah.
And then follow your passion and what feels right inside here, and follow your dream, because dentistry it's a long career.
Yes.
And if
we
you
hope.
don't...
we want it to be.
You want it to be a long career,
we
but
want it to be.
you also want to enjoy it, because I feel if you can do something that you enjoy day to day, it doesn't become work.
Yeah, it's not. It's just fun.
It's just fun.
It's like, okay, let's go. What's next? Yeah.
So that would be my advice.
Yeah, I love that. This has been wonderful. Thank you so much for coming and talking to me. And that's. I'll look forward. We'll do a part 2.
Yeah, I look forward to part 2.
Yeah.
I'll hold you to that.
Perfect. Done.